It's always fine when you're here, of course. Welcome back to the show. It is fantastic. It's excellent. Well, as the old saying goes, let them eat cake. And that is really what we plan to do, isn't it, Chef Shania?
We're going to do that.
This Sunday, April 22nd, marks, get this, the 70th anniversary of our station, WTVR, first station in the South. Since we enjoy food and desserts, we wanted to find out what was popular yonder. And way back when, 70 years ago, in 1948, well, lemon chiffon cake came up, and we knew the perfect person to create this one just for us. Great friend of the show, Chef Shania, a.k.a. Shane Rogers, is in the kitchen. Good morning to you, my friend.
Good morning.
Not only are you going to be cooking the part, you're looking the part as well.
Right?
Of course.
Totally perfect.
Bedazzled Chef Shania.
Right. So
lemon chiffon,
yes,
huh?
Yes.
Talk to me.
This is a complicated recipe. I was just saying to you, it's not my typical, what we're doing for the anniversary, and we're going to celebrate, so you're going to take a little extra time to celebrate. I have started with 2 1/4 cups of cake flour,
okay,
a 1 1/4 cups of sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt.
All right, well, looking at this, the ingredients doesn't look like that many. Why is it a bear, as you said?
There's a lot of steps. You have to sift
all
of those things that I just listed. You have to sift them twice.
Sift them twice.
So you saw me in the Super Teas. I was totally sifting already because I need to get it going.
So that wasn't just for the look?
No, I had to sift it twice. So then you have to whip some egg whites in this other bowl over here. After we get, and I put a teaspoon of salt in here when I get done. Also,
2 cups, you said?
2 1/4 cups of flour.
Okay.
You big light bowl. Usually I use a glass bowl so you can see what I'm doing.
Right.
But in this cake, I need a giant bowl because we're going to whip in all the egg whites in the end.
Okay.
And I need to be able to pick it up and pour it into the cake pan. So you need a big bowl that's relatively lightweight. We're going to move on over here. So the flour's ready. We'll move on to the next thing. 5 egg yolks.
Is this a dessert that is somewhat still popular, or is it kind of gone by the wayside?
I would make this still.
You would?
Still make this.
Lemon chiffon.
I mean, if I had a couple of hours. It's not my usual. It's just not my usual. That's all. So
would you get this dressed up in your kitchen?
I might. 3/4 cup of water, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil.
All right, we have 5 yolks.
5 yolks. It's really
egg
simple.
Whites too?
Egg whites we're gonna whip. We've whipped those.
Okay.
So we're gonna use a little bit of fresh lemon zest and do the fresh stuff. It's so delicious. It smells so good when you're doing it.
And you can actually taste the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna live crazy and not measure the vanilla. We're gonna do about a teaspoon of vanilla.
Not measuring? Measuring? Chef Shania.
You know,
what have you done with our Shane Rogers?
I enjoy a little vanilla, so a little extra is not gonna hurt.
You're living on the edge, girl.
Right? Gonna get this good and mixed up.
Okay. Looks like you can make an omelet with this.
Right? Doesn't look a little omelette-y
does.
with all those yolks in there. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it in here.
Okay. 2 1/4 cups of flour.
Flour, yep, and a 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Right. So we're just gonna give this a good whisk or a good mix. If you wouldn't mind taking over that'd be great.
Why is something that you have to sift twice?
Because it's going to have a really fine crumb. Like it's going to be really, it's just going to be a light and airy. And plus we're going to put the egg whites in here. So we need it to be light and airy. So the more you sift it, the more air kind of, it's not packed. So that looks good. You do another little scrape, get some of the flour off the edge. And we're just about done.
I'm learning from the best there, Shane.
So I'm going to whip some egg whites. And I've got them almost whipped.
That's just egg whites?
Just egg whites. Egg whites and
like whipped cream
of tartar.
Yeah.
So we're going to add in a little bit of sugar very slowly.
Yep. And how much sugar is that?
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup. Okay.
So if anything, this cake is sweet. There's a fair amount of sugar in it.
Right.
And we're going to give that one final little whisk and let it kind of come up to stiff peaks.
It's smelling like 1948.
Right?
In a good way. In a good way.
Thanks. So we're going to take this off, and okay, so this is where the other steps come in.
Egg whites.
So we're going to take 1/4 of the egg whites, and we're going to mix them in real quick.
And that's something that you really can't measure?
Well, no, you don't. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You just want to lighten this up. So we are going to lighten this batter and make it lighter and foamy. But then when we whip the rest of them in, we're going to be really careful not to beat the air out of the egg whites.
How do you not beat the air out of the egg whites?
You fold. I'll show you that in a minute.
How to do that?
Absolutely. So now we're going to put the rest of these in here.
Yum. Okay. And that's just egg whites?
Just egg whites and a little bit of cream of tartar.
Cream of tartar?
That gives it structure.
Okay.
That's just a little thing in the McCormick's bottle. And that helps the egg whites kind of grow. Like when you start mixing them, they'll mix up a certain amount, maybe double. But if you put this in there, and they'll stay.
It's like miracle grow for egg whites.
Right. So you see?
So you're actually treating this very gently.
I'm being gentle, a lot more gentle than I was before, because you want to, and you don't want to mix this, you want to mix it well, but you want it to just get to the point where you don't see the white streaks. And
that's my question. So you want it to be one solid color.
You want it to be a solid color, and you want to make sure that you dig down in the bottom and get all...
treat it gently.
Yeah. Don't go in here with a whisk. Don't go in here with, you know...
Oh, don't go in there with a whisk.
No.
Because
Use
you're
a
going to be
big
beating
flat...
all the air out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Will you grab the cake pan that's underneath for me?
Sure.
And this is another reason that we want to use a light bowl. It's good. A two-piece cake pan. Don't grease it. Don't grease it.
Do not grease the cake pan.
Preheat your oven because the batter is going to climb up the sides of the pan, and that's what helps it get to that size.
It's like a living organism.
It is. So we're just going to put this. Will you give that a little turn for me?
Yes, sure. And I noticed you're treating this very gently.
Be nice.
There.
Be nice.
Be nice to the lemon chiffon.
Be nice. Right?
Is it okay that if we still see some maybe like white streaks
That's
in there
fine.
as well?
That's fine. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that.
We didn't use it all.
No, because we want. Here's the deal. This batter is cheap and cheerful. Use about. I might put a little more, maybe 3/4, but don't fill this to the top because it's going to blow up.
Okay.
And the more it blows up, then the harder it is to get out of the pan. So we've
got about a minute right here. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Come on.
So you're gonna bake this at 325 for an hour about.
For an hour.
It's gonna come out.
Done.
You're gonna pop it out onto. You're gonna invert it so it stays like it is. Anyway, and let it cool for like an hour.
So bake it for an hour.
Bake it for at least an hour, a little longer.
Girl, you've been busy. Look at all this lemon chiffon.
So
get back
now it's time to frost, and that's all up to you.
Really?
So
what kind of frosting is
that?
This?
Is literally just lemon juice and confectionerer's sugar.
Lemon juice.
You might want to give it a little stir with the fork. It may. It'll come out. Yeah, it's going. It's going.
Yeah, look at this bad boy.
See?
Come on.
So just do whatever.
Wow, it's like a canvas. It's your
You can do whatever you
artwork.
want. I told you, go to town.
Oh yeah, I'm digging this. Can't wait to dig in. Chef Shania, happy anniversary.
Yeah,
it's great to see you.
Too.
Thanks so much for making this lemon chiffon.
Yeah.
One of my grandmother's favorites. I love
perfect.
it. Hey, as always, you're going to find this dessert recipe right on our show website by early this afternoon. WTVR.com/VTM is the place you're going to go find this recipe, a bear of a recipe, but you know what? We did it, didn't we?
We did.
Stay tuned. We were right back. Yum.